Alright, YouTube. Here's the deal. She just threw a chair at me. You missed that.
What?
You picked up that chair and put it down and, like, whacked me with it.
I was trying to get it on the map.
But we normally record or stream Mass Effect and Clear Obscure. Life has gotten really busy. We got a sick cat. We want to make sure we keep making stuff, so we figured we'd record stuff while not streaming. And yeah, if you're new here, we're a couple of the games together. And we're playing Mass Effect. This is 4 for the first time, but Andromeda. I completely forgot that they didn't really have any curly hair options for me, so I just chose what my hair looks like if I don't like grow it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had basically gotten through the tutorial last time.
Yeah.
And I have taken all the precautions I can to not get motion sick. I have eaten, I'm hydrated. I probably could have slept better, but other than that, you know, that's what we got. So, okay, wait, how do I scan stuff again?
That's a good question. Is it L3? Is it the down? But
that's it. Okay. And the stuff that I can scan
it glows.
is orange. Hello? Scanning a cutie?
You and I are going to be very good friends. We'll get you all fixed up and ready to go in no time.
He loves that
As soon as we
console.
hook you up to all that juicy,
Alright.
juicy power.
That
Juicy
power.
power. So,
Does Nexus control the Hyperion?
okay, hello, Addison.
What choice do we have? How the hell should I know?
Over the docking check.
Yeah, so we're like officially in the
Alright,
the
what
base, but it was empty and there was like...
To whom?
It's
And your
been a
goddamn
while
father.
since we got to play this because life fell apart.
Yeah.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything.
I still am
And
not used to
right
seeing
now,
Mass
I
Effect with
just
good
want to know what
graphics.
happened with
Or like modern graphics.
Yeah.
So, he wanted me to be Pathfinder. All that matters is he's gone. Okay, so this is obviously the emotional one.
Yeah.
And that's like
but I
business.
think that was logical.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say this.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left
Holy
half our
crap!
genes stock
Damn,
back
lady,
home.
my dad just died.
Alright.
Not
Also,
home.
I've got a robot inside
The
me. Can we
Milky
chill
Way.
out for a second?
This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After
I get it.
14
You're
months of
stressed.
failed
I'm
colonization,
also
it
We're
gives
all
us
stressed.
hold my breath.
stressed.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, so tell me about the colonial director position. I get it. You know, establishing colonies is not... It's like in space, almost seems harmless because it seems to be mostly empty.
Right.
I still do not like the idea of the term it being called colonial
How do you fit
director.
into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me,
And that's like our job,
left
is
a
to
perfectly
find
adequate career
Kind
as a
of
chief.
candidates,
livable
provincial
places.
capital.
Planets.
Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Okay. Tell me how you really felt about my father.
called my father
and
Adam.
also me.
No one does that.
Are you my
A
mom?
lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
You know, I gotta...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking.
Damn.
Or his friend. He
What
hated that I didn't use his
what I
title.
need is whatever
But
these
no
people
one's
have in space that
Pathfinder
stops
until
their
they've
lips from
found something.
chaffing.
Much
Because
like a
mine,
colonial
I
director
cannot.
without
They have
colonies.
perfectly plump lips.
Yeah, I was like, I cannot get my lips to, like, I really try hard not to bite them. Like, I stopped biting my fingernails, and like now I'm like, I gotta stop biting my lips. Okay, yeah, they shot at us. The aliens are a little spooky, but maybe we could be friends.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We
Yeah, the
expected
plan is
life,
shoot
not
back.
an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack. They disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure. who
Ashley
started it,
somewhere is
but
like,
we're
she's
not
talking
there.
about poetry.
Candles will
Poetry?
know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, Goddamn poetry.
That's a good line.
She hates poetry. Dang.
Came here to make history, not repeat it.
Yeah.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different?
Is this like a Yuuzhan Vong kind
We've
of thing
mostly
where
avoided
we
it.
meet the aliens
And from what the
and their
Hyperion
spaceships
logs
are made
say
out
about
of like
maybe that's
coral?
good.
Like it's like a sentient being that they fly inside?
Maybe. I don't remember, honestly.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many trials?
He's like,
Damn, rub it in,
Yeah.
why don't you?
The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies.
I kind of like this
the
lady.
usual.
The Nexus as Citadel. Not headed by Tan. Or even me.
So she said goal, and like so
Excuse
as
me,
we
Director
record
Rice.
this, my
Ryder?
goal in recording
Ryder,
videos.
We're starving here. If we don't get
Hold
a
on, I'll let her
foundation of
finish
outposts
talking.
to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
But what I was gonna say is I want to kind of have an objective in each recording, you know? I don't really know what that is yet because we're just getting back into it. But that will, as this progresses, that will be it. Can I scan you? Nope. How about you?
I was like, they look cool. I want to talk to
They
them.
do look cool. Long term, you know, like, it eventually will be like, all right, this is our mission for today. Oh,
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
about time, or you trust me now?
So that's casual and the other one's professional.
This is professional?
Yeah.
I gotta go
I
professional.
thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative.
My hands
and
are
I've
longer.
decided to give you a chance to prove yourself.
His arms are
To that
definitely
end,
longer.
the Scourge dealt us a serious
Solarian.
blow.
Yep.
Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's
That's
the
like
aliens you ran
messed
into.
up. That would be
Forget.
so
They're
scary.
obsessed
Right.
with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster.
Are you looking for their
They'll
voice
do
actor?
anything to
I
prevent
think
others
it's
from
that
accessing them.
actor you
It
don't
seems
like.
murder isn't exclusive
Oh,
to the Milky
yeah.
Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
Yeah, it's this guy.
It is him.
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay. But you said every planet you found is unlivable.
Magic.
So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check.
No stress though.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Alright, just point the way.
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Oh,
Oh,
a robot.
got a
Something wrong?
migraine.
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
I just froze in the middle of it. Viability points. Okay, and to be clear, whatever that guy's name is who voices him, I mostly just think he's a bad actor.
Yeah, no. I mean, I know that.
Yeah.
Sorry, the way I worded it might have made it seem like...
Ryder.
I was like, I don't have any personal
Condolences for
vendetta
your
against
father.
him. I just find
appreciate
him
I
annoying
didn't
in
know
the
him very
roles he
well.
plays.
Although
Yeah.
I understand he played a key role in
But
planning
I
the
did
initiative.
realize the other day
I'm sure
who
he'd be
voiced
concerned
the
that
voice
we
of
still have
Alexi, the
several
SRE
arcs
doctor.
missing.
I'm like, it sounds so familiar. And I knew who it was, but I couldn't remember her name. It's Natalie Dormer.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't know if
You have a piece of cat hair like sticking out of your nose.
Well, I can't.
All right,
I
never
can't
mind.
help it.
We're gonna leave it there for the whole stream. If you enhance, you can see it.
Okay.
Okay. What happened to the arcs?
Any idea where they went?
This is like a
Nothing certain.
intelligence
But
gathering
tens of
episode.
thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an
You don't say.
unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
What about the Nexus troubles?
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge
He's
killed
stressed,
hundreds,
man.
Many
Okay.
of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Oh? Tell me about that. Speak on
How did
that.
Gene Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Gian Garson
Yeah,
never
that's pretty
glimpsed
sad
it.
That
to think
is,
about.
yeah.
She never saw her vision
I
realized.
just finished reading Children of Time, and like these people, like I mean, much longer than that. Like the story starts like in the future of Earth, and like untold centuries pass.
Yeah.
But then when they finally wake up, the people who were in stasis on like the last ship, they wake up and they're at war with like sentient spiders, and I would be like, put me back to sleep.
I don't want to be here.
Okay, tell me about the Scourge.
Cantor's mentioned something
The
about hitting the
space
Scourge. How
metallic
did it play
stuff.
out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished.
Trusty
Exiles,
Krogans.
we call them.
Follow.
I doubt we've heard the
You always
last of
count
them.
the
They're led by
Krogans
an
to
outlaw,
finish a
Sloane
job.
Yeah.
Kelly.
One
She
way or the
used
other.
to be one of
Related to
ours.
violence, at least.
Sloane Kelly?
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen.
Oh no!
Nonsense. They
This
posed
guy is
a
an
threat to
enemy
our
of the working
existence.
class.
Kill him.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance.
Excuse
the
me?
Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters.
That's
the last
just
place you
classic
want them
Solarians.
involved.
Yeah.
Right
Their
there,
muscle,
though.
nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Alright, you sound like you don't like the Krogans.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts.
Did you?
What if they bring their
Did
tempers to
you?
Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Alright, man. You're starting to be more and more unlikable.
I mean, that's just.
What more
the
can you tell me
souls-
about
a
the
lot of
initiative?
Solarians did
It
really
represents
believe
the greatest
that.
migration
Yeah.
ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has
We're
to
also
offer.
avoiding the Reapers.
I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Okay.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought
Alright,
leaving
well,
the
we at
Milky
least make
Way
it that
was
far.
We're
impossible.
not. Yeah.
But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
You know, that we used to think like we were gonna have flying cars from like the 50s to the 2000s. I don't know, man.
No.
2170 does not feel like we're going to Andromeda.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness.
I know,
Finding
like,
the thing that eludes them.
they brought a
thing
lot of
to
people with them,
fulfill them.
but it almost seems to
While
me
we
like they
cannot
should have
promise they will
brought
find it,
a
We
small
can facilitate the search.
squad that could establish right? And then the other group could follow. Why did you bring like 50,000 people with you or whatever?
I guess when you're traveling so far,
Yeah.
you're just like, might as well go all in.
It looks like
Yeah,
a
I
melting pot
guess.
around here.
The Nexus
take
is home
600
to
years to
several
even get there,
initiative
so-
species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into
Bro.
the mix. And the
Okay,
Solarian
we
Martine
get
tend
it.
to
You
have a low
hate
opinion of them.
Krogan.
Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
At least he openly admits.
Yeah.
that he's just like,
Okay, take me back. We got a lot of questions here. Tell me about
As
your
director
job.
of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
Gridlock?
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other.
He's
until
like
decisions made.
democracy.
at
we're
its
lucky.
finest.
It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Damn.
Wasn't there a TV show called like Madam President where it was like, 'cause there's like the presidential succession line?
I think it was called the. I don't think
But
it was
you-
called Madam President.
But you know, she wasn't like the vice president or the president, but she was like 4th in line or something.
I thought there was one about
That's
a
the.
guy,
Anyways,
though.
that's what
Yeah.
Tad is doing here. Just got
Don't let
promoted.
that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative.
See,
I
I
saw
was
my
thinking of
chance to try the
Designated
path.
Survivor.
That's it. But I
Okay.
thought there was one
Not
where it
setting
was a
foot on
woman,
New
but
Worlds,
maybe I'm wrong.
My authority
Yeah.
can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
Okay. Wait. I thought I asked you about the missing arcs.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for.
Look, if
they're the same
if I can
problems with
only
the Scourge
find
that we
one,
did,
and I will be aiming to find
I
all
fear the
3, we're
worst.
getting the Asari.
Should
They
you find
seem
any clues, please
level-headed,
investigate.
mostly.
Without the other
They got lots
arcs,
of useful
The
powers.
promise of the initiative can
I
never
was
be
just curious
fulfilled.
for the TV show Designated Survivor. Who was he before he became president? He was the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, and he ends up as the president.
That would be so stressful.
Yeah.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well.
Okay, so Hannah are the ones
Managing
that
all
go
of their
like
biological
sad.
needs caused
And then they
complications.
say right
We won't see them for some time.
because Drell were the green guys. I think.
I thought they were the guys that were like.
Oh, maybe
when
it's
they,
those.
but
They're the Vader species.
maybe you're
What
right.
do I need to
don't
consider
remember.
in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats.
I think you're
Whether
right.
that's
I
the
think
cat
they're
or
the ones
other
that are
terrors
like
lurking in Helios.
sincerely.
Yeah, yeah.
Colonists being murdered
And then
on
they
sight
say what
can
they
be
want.
discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations.
Oh.
You'll want those.
No, we were both wrong. It's the jellyfish ones.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Don't they say their emotions in their sentences?
No, that's the oh, this one. Elcor?
Oh, okay. I confused the two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too many alien species.
What can you tell me about
man.
forward stations?
It's like
I was afraid you'd ask.
I'm glad my
It's
brain
mostly what the engineers tell
remembers
me.
Kroger,
A forward station allows
Krogan's,
mining,
Solarians,
equipment repairs,
Asari.
and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Alright, there's a lot of good
That's
information here.
Thanks for your time.
A lot of casual racism that I'm not okay
you will
with.
find our futures depend on each other's success.
600 years crossing the galaxy, still find it.
Yep. Okay, let me save up real quick. I just like in my head, if like we lost power, I'm like I don't want to have to redo that whole conversation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa! You okay, Raj?
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this
I mean,
happen often?
that doesn't sound like
Right
you're
after the
okay.
mutiny, we had a lot of this happening, but not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Why paranoid?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
I mean, I have like
Yeah.
4 a day, so.
And now I have more repairs.
Same.
Did you report it?
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of, but I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went
Man,
down
this
before
whole
the Hyperion
situation on
docked.
this space station
You know
is
what?
a mess.
Wait, that's it.
Maybe I would have been
You
better
can't
off
possibly
down on
be
the
involved in
planet.
this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Yeah, why not?
Sure thing.
Well, somebody
What
here's
can I
got to
do?
be my
If
friend.
you could scan these other panels while I
Might
fix
as well
this
be you,
one,
Raj.
Yeah.
that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done. No, I'm fine. And I don't know. It just blew up.
Oh,
Find
okay.
out why. Be careful.
Information wall.
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic.
Tell me about my employee
You are
data.
Scott Ryder, salary code 19B.
Excuse me?
Active Pathfinder.
Is that my picture?
Your supervisor is Director Tan.
No, that's our
Oh,
boss.
that's our supervisor.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the guy who hates
Eligible for
Krogans.
Paid vacation time in 587 days.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait?
Wow. What is that, a year and a half
For
until you
initiative
can take a
strategy and
vacation?
coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyrion Ken.
Oh, hello.
Can I help you?
Down the front.
Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations. Viable planets capable of supporting life are key to our
I thought that said
survival in
viable
Andromeda.
pranks at
The
first, and I was like,
viability of a world is affected
this is
by
not the
several
time to
factors,
be pranking
including
people.
Temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk.
Tell me about the selection process.
Saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After
There she
discovering
is
an
again.
unusually high ratio
Stop
of potential
side-eyeing
candidates
me.
for golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
Alright.
Alright. I'm just gonna follow this marker, white marker in front of me.
Okay.
You know, I think because the
I don't
orange
know what that's for,
Kesh's
but-
office.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Because those ones are like the main ones, I
Yes,
think.
I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to fix it. That's all. My crews were... There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving
I
you a
remember
hard
you were
time.
nice to me.
There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Yeah, where are the other Krogans?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan, ask him why most of my people left.
Yeah.
He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Tell me more about that.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held
She's
up
like,
their
what do
part,
you think?
But Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant,
Yeah, he seems
Spender,
like kind of a diva.
pretended he never made the deal in the first place.
I did not think
It
you
was
were
a
gonna
mess,
say diva.
But I don't blame my people
Well,
for walking out.
that was
We're
the
done
nicest
being
I was like,
used.
we are monetized. We should try not to swear. You know, it raises the risk of videos becoming possibly demonetized. I was like, I thought you were gonna say something else for
With
sure.
your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Okay. Tell me about the problems here.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
It's the F you, not you.
Not you.
Or when Cusco is like, he's like, gross. Let me guess, you have a great personality.
No, right. Let me
What
guess.
happened to Jean
You're
Garson?
great.
Killed
I
in the
think
Scourge
about
disaster.
rewatching that.
I love that
movie.
pretty
The other leaders.
frequently. I want to watch it again.
Tan might know more.
That could be a good movie night in the
Yeah,
Discord.
that's
And I thought
true.
the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Okay. And yeah, let's talk about the genophage.
When we
Why
left the Milky
not?
Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago.
Don't worry.
That sterility virus
In the
they
past
infected us
life,
with left most of our
It's
children
I
with
cured
we
it.
fixed it.
Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And
What
it's
a
not fair to blame
tempered
it all on
take
them
on
either.
this.
Right.
The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
How's the cure work going?
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show a mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation.
Oh, that is clever.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah.
Do we know who voices?
Still early, but I think
Ryder?
we need a dent.
Ryder?
I
Our
didn't look.
scientists
Sounds
say
kind
we've
of
improved
familiar.
viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the
Yeah,
statistics,
you know what they
it
say
means
in
more
Lord of the
Krogan
Rings, the
children
old
will
gaffer.
live. It's the only
The
way
job
my
that's
people
never
have a
started.
future out here.
Job that's never started takes the longest. Tell me about your job.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the
I can
team
feel
that
like
originally
cat hair on my
designed
face.
and
It's driving me
built
nuts.
this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there.
Alright. Let's pick our next marker.
Please await further instructions.
You find out.
Yeah, I don't know any of these things that he was in.
Consoles down here, right?
Like it says he's most well known for voicing Zenkichi Hasugawa, which is this guy, who I don't know who that is.
From Persona 5.
Bunger, which is I don't know who that is. and Octodad.
Octodad.
I don't
That's a
even know
game.
what that
It's
is.
the console.
You never played
So-
that? I know, played it. It's very
It'd be
funny.
a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
What's with these prices?
Ouch. Why am I paying for these? Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
I feel like his facial model is like, what if Solus put on a little weight?
Maybe.
Alright, I don't really know what I want yet. I just wanted to talk to you to get you marked.
I'm scanning you right now.
I saw a meme earlier that made me laugh. And it was like, Liara, are you with me? And they were like, in just a sec, I'm planning something. And they were like, are you with me? And it was Garrus like running like head first through bullets, like I'm in. Hello.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
What's
Oh
wrong?
my, you're-
Tell me.
So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last.
Is their
Maybe you can
headpiece
help.
just
We're
partially
impartial.
pink, or is their
This
brain
whole thing
showing?
has
Just
so
partially
political.
pink.
My husband. He's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Must have been bad. What was the crime? Tell me.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch
Okay.
would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first
Oh,
murderer
no.
in Andromeda.
He's Cain?
The dead man was his friend. He
That's
wouldn't
not a
have-
good thing to be remembered for,
There
I'll
are
tell you that
witnesses
much.
and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the
I thought you
details
said
if you were willing
Milken,
to.
because I was not looking at the screen.
Yeah. I'll look into
I'd be
this.
happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you
So-
to visit.
Obviously,
Please,
this is a huge
tell
step
Milken I
forward,
love
like,
him.
graphically for Mass Effect. I can't comment on the story yet, or the gameplay.
Hmm.
I will say, like, this is my least favorite part of Mass Effect, is when I'm just walking from person to person.
And talking.
But it's not because I don't like the conversations, it's just because, like, I'm like, it's...
I think you can talk to that guy.
Which way?
Notice the handoff there.
Oh, Liam.
Oh, it's Liam.
Yeah.
What,
Be
he's
surprised.
on our crew.
There's also
Yeah,
Provine
yeah.
in the seed bank.
But, like, and so, like...
Nobody's making creeper in
But, the...
You'd be surprised.
In combat, because it's no longer, like, hallways, you know? Them coming from behind and stuff really...
Pathfinder.
Throws you
No time
off.
for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is... Let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know
I just like moving the
dangerous,
camera
and now
around
we
while
have
they're
to worry
talking.
about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Let's not write them off. Sometimes you just gotta have faith in your
If they
fellow
just
human
wanted to
being.
kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
We'll get it back to spec. Don't you worry, Liam.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can
POV,
do
you're
that.
the girl listening to the
Ready and
conversation
willing,
but not
Pathfinder.
talking.
I think you could talk to that.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing.
I can't remember
Lieutenant.
their name.
Based on status report 16C, it seems we're no closer to gaining a foothold in any sector without decent recon and greater intel on this enemy. I'm starting to think our efforts are futile. The risks involved and continued loss of resources and lives makes it hard to justify. With morale is low, we need to scale down expectations.
Yeah, that guy.
I know
You mean
that.
Turian?
The
Yeah,
others
right.
ventured
Turian.
here, did they?
Something like
Oh, his voice.
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder.
Men with
Can't
deep
argue with
voices, what's it
results,
like having a deep
though they'll
voice?
try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive.
His eyes look
Who
like
knows?
little
If you need anything,
galaxies.
come
You're right, they
It's
do.
just a vent.
Alright, tell me about coming to Andromeda.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military.
Yeah,
there were
that name sounds familiar.
Then my sister became a sculptor, and
Kandros?
cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering...
Wait, is his sister the Omega lady with the couch?
So grand, so gutsy,
No,
I had
that's
to be part of it.
well, maybe. Kandros.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
What's up?
So his cousin, Nyreen Kandros, is the woman who was working with Couch Lady.
Yeah.
Whose name I can't remember.
But yeah, and she, you can't save her, right? We were annoyed at that.
Yeah, you couldn't save her. Arya,
yeah.
Managing okay?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn
It's
our
crazy
citizenship,
that
whatever
it's
galaxy
like
we're in. But it's hard to
both
focus
respectable
with our
that they try to like throw back to that those facts, but at the same time, if you think about it, if you didn't play any of the other aspects and you played this, you'd be like, why do I care about your cousin?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
Well, it's
we
interesting
see
to
them
me.
on
Wait,
worlds with those
hold on.
alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the
So, like, what I was gonna say is, like, people love Devil May Cry 4 and 5. And they didn't replace Dante, he's still there, but you play mainly as Nero.
Right.
And they but they threw a fit for Mass Effect 4.
Right.
And, like, so far, I'm like, the plot is not, I do think it's a cool plot. It's not as immediately fulfilling as 1,
There's
2,
not like
3.
a looming apocalyptic threat happening yet.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my
Apex team.
In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal.
It's very accommodating.
Yeah. So far, you and Krogan lady are real.
Bye, Kandros.
Real pals.
Right now, yeah.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Thanks, bro.
Okay. Speak with the scientists. Well, I gotta. Or is this?
What do we have to do with the exploding thingies?
Did I talk to you?
I don't know. I don't think you could
Help
talk to him
you?
before.
Pathfinder Rider.
What
Please see
exploding
no
thingies?
consensus.
The Raj,
a
his
murderer.
like thing exploded,
Wife's
and he
here all
asked
the
you to look
time.
into them. Do you have to
Yeah,
like
she
scan
told
them?
Oh,
or
I gotta
something?
find them on the map.
Yep,
Yeah.
Gun, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big
Okay.
guns to exile
He's got a cool
Andromeda's
voice.
first murderer.
Yeah.
So that it's emotional
No.
and logical are
Yeah.
the two.
Your wife says you're innocent.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person.
My wife
At this
is a
point,
wonderful
it's too late.
person,
They
despite
found
her
me
not
guilty.
putting a ring on it
Why
yet.
don't you tell me what happened?
Excuse me,
I was
gave
part
you
of
a
the
ring.
futile effort to set up a colony on
Prove it.
Eos.
You're just because
We're on
you're
our
not
last
wearing
legs.
it. Does
Overrun
it
by
mean-
hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds.
Overrun by
referred.
hostiles, leader
He
dead.
refused to call for evacuation.
No
I argued
evacuation.
with him. Everyone saw.
Arguments happen.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement. Thought it was the Ket, and
Okay. Now
Witness saw the chief's
the
chest
plot
explode.
thickens. Well, it was unintentional.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
You know, I gotta go with the evidence. Like, I don't want to give you false hope.
We literally don't know this guy.
Yeah.
So,
I'll
like,
check out the
you
evidence.
know, he seems
something
genuine
Yeah.
right now,
It'd be
but
nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Okay. Let me save real quick. We've been doing a lot of talking.
hey guys.
Alright, what's this dot over here? Or is this Liam again? Oh no, this is Strike Team Missions.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to do that right now,
Well,
man.
he did say to talk to Kandros, who is the
Oh,
Turian there,
he's the Strike Team guy. You're right.
to give you the information about the trial.
Hey, I'm back.
No news on the Turian Ark yet. Or is this militia business?
Yeah, we're here about the first murder.
I spoke with Nilk and Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last.
We're already
When
calling
colony
him
attempts
the
failed,
first
it didn't
murder.
help
It's very
spirits that a
catchy. You
high-ranking
should.
officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Isn't that a reach? Nobody has given me any concrete evidence that.
Your Honor, they're reaching.
It doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you didn't trust him? I mean, like, you know, basically, neither of you have proved anything.
Right. If
you
your
assume
word
he's
against
lying.
his.
We got a
It's
hung
lie
jury.
to a murderer. Look, knock yourself
I don't know,
out.
what's a ghost to a
Key witness
shotgun?
Cassidy Shaw works in operations.
Jeezy.
Go ahead and talk
What's
to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there.
Okay, here we go.
This case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty
He's like,
calls.
look, we got enough headaches
both.
going
Yeah,
on
we
for
got a
me to
lot of
really
problems.
look into this.
Let me get a save in again. Does console?
Maybe?
No news on the Turian.
Oh
Ark yet.
no. Oops.
Or is this militia
Goodbye.
business? You.
Yeah, use that.
This console reports on the militia's current Strike Team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
Okay, maybe not that. Oh, recording. Right there.
Oh, there we go.
The Nexus versus colonist Nilkin, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation! We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back. No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Speak with Witness Shaw. Witness Shaw. Hello?
Where are you? Well, I guess we gotta find him. Can you... Is there a map? Can you open to see where...
No. I mean, I'm hitting the middle button. Okay. Maybe we'll come across him. I'm just kind of following the white dots right now and knocking them off.
The planet was toxic. What
Hello.
if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breathing.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly
Hello.
what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
I can't imagine, like,
Professor Herrick.
wearing
My colleagues and I will
hoods
work
is
with your
hard
Sam
for
the
me
data
because
you
I have so
gather
much
to solve
hair.
Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Having, like, horns, essentially, like, Turian, and,
Yeah.
and wearing the hood. Mind if I help?
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry.
Now we can better
Poetry.
advise on the damage it caused.
Everyone on this
Maybe Addison
space
will give us
station
a
is
real
obsessed with
workspace.
poetry.
Who can think with all this racket?
I leveled up.
Nice.
Okay, so now we've talked to everybody. Hello.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Who hasn't?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good,
I like
dedicated
the
people.
not breaking
I fear
eye
what might have
contact
happened
with
to
you,
them.
but like
Yeah,
tapping her thing.
she's busy. Have hope.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened. And
She has like power stance.
I need to know.
Hey, come back.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Sure.
What conservation effort?
We're at a really weird angle, buddy.
Weird.
Oh god, he's inside me.
We're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples...
Okay, bye, I guess.
I literally can't turn the camera more than this.
He walked out of the conversation.
Did it just end because of
I
him?
think so.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
He said goodbye.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from direct.
I'm probably gonna need the money,
How's
to be
that sound?
honest. Beta builds here.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity.
Final proposal, Professor N. Herrick et al. Since we are by definition an invasive species in Andromeda, our inevitable footprint must be laid carefully, and we must preserve anything we replace. The Helios cluster presents an unexpected challenge. We arrived with seed archives and DNA banks to ensure preservation of the biodiversity of the Milky Way, but this cluster is scarred by the Scourge, and its unique flora and fauna are threatened by its turbulence. That too requires conservation. And then the beta build. Let's turn that on. Scan minerals. Okay. So, my next question is, how do I get to my quest? Journal? I gotta speak with Sam.
Let me see side quests.
That's what I was wondering.
It must be here.
We've got to talk to the witness.
Yeah, so we have to find them.
Who will be a witness for my love?
What was their name?
I have forgotten.
Let's just look around.
Jebediah was a man who desired to know how a man can be born when he's
You
old.
okay? Those guys really grilled you.
Cora, you are very
And
cute.
Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
You know. So this is logic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be logical.
She understands the stakes. If I fail, we...
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
You won't.
Let's hope not.
You won't.
I never watched Heroes.
I worked out logistics with
I
Director
did,
Tam.
but
They're
I feel
giving
like
us
I
a
didn't
ship
watch
and
the last
crew.
season, or
He
I
said
don't
their best is
remember how it
taken care
ends
of.
at least.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good.
But that
While
was
you're
definitely
there,
a show
maybe
that
see how your sister's doing.
got me, Are you going back to the ship?
I was just looking around.
Oh. Like, I liked Zachary Quinto in that. I think that's really where he took off from,
I think
right?
so.
He's not doing that much now. He kind of was like, I'm out.
Yeah, he's reached that level where he can just do roles he wants. What
about up the stairs? Or did you come from
I
up
came
the
from
stairs?
up there, but we might not have known the guy was there then?
Yeah.
The guy. Hello?
He's just stretching. Container.
Ooh. What do we got here? Biodisinfectant and an Omni Gel canister. Same shit, different day for posterity. In case the initiative goes belly up, the Nexus is a four-ring circus. Don't like how Tan operates, and his disdain for the Krogan is obvious. You're telling me. I believe his intentions are ultimately good, but he's an opportunist who likes to create dissent. I don't see the Nexus coming together if he's left unchecked. It's already polarizing Addison. She's taking the cue to circle the wagons. I think I can talk to Kandros about this and at least try to get two of us more coordinated, maybe not. Seriously hate this kind of drama. And
Me
then
too.
there's you. Okay. I'm just doing my due diligence before I go talk to the bot.
I wish we could remember the person's name that we're supposed to look for.
Boo. What do you got back here?
Can't go there yet.
Let me up!
You gotta finish remodeling.
Tram technicians, please report to the
Hello?
Hello?
The hard part is, like, I don't have any other... Well, wait. I was like, I don't have a white marker, you know, but...
But you do.
I do.
Alright.
Oh, is it the cool looking person?
Fully active and engaged.
That's Addison.
Docking hatch integrity?
Oh.
Yeah!
Cassidy Shaw! Wait!
Cassidy Shaw?
How'd you get
I'm
curly
Scott
hair
Lyon.
like that?
I'm looking into the Nilk.
I didn't have the option for that.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilkin and shouted no. Then his chest burst open.
He had a
I'll never
Koga moment.
forget it.
What's
The
his
look on
name?
face
Koba?
was pure shock.
From the Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, Koba.
Yeah.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Does he regret it?
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilkin in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been killed.
Me,
The
motion
reality
sick.
of the act
Yeah.
sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilkin threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me,
So
that's
true.
the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Did you agree?
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Interesting.
I appreciate
I mean,
the
you could do
information.
the right thing for the wrong reasons.
Of course.
Right.
It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper
I think we got to go find the body.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
It's all coming together.
Tan wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
God dang it, Tan!
Tan. Oh, speak with Tan. Here we go.
First thing he's gonna say is Krogans, Krogans, Krogans.
I bet the Krogans did this.
Something I can help you with?
I am starting to figure out like where
I'm looking
people
into
are
the
in
Nilkin
here though.
Reynolds murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in
Well, I'm
The-
not
the-
your usual
and I'm impartial.
Pathfinder.
The music
You wanna
fading
get it
and
right.
everything.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The body can reveal much.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet.
Yeah,
I don't want people
because
thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
But what I
That's
was
all.
gonna say
Thanks
is,
for your time.
they said his chest
I'm
burst
here to
open.
serve.
Yeah.
Would the gun that the guy used
Have
have the
caused
ability to
that
do
kind of
that,
impact?
or would it? Yeah, that seems weird to me. That's like a detail.
Alright, I think we've knocked out everything in here for now, right?
Yeah.
This is shops. All right, let's go see what Sam wants. Oh wait.
Speak to Kandros on the Nexus.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are
To
they?
teach you about strike
Assault and
teams.
extraction squads. When we need the best.
If
I
I
have Apex.
recall,
Combat
this is
experts
similar
who've
to the
signed up
war
to defend
table in
us.
Inquisition.
Since you have a front row
So-
view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Dispatch them for what? I think this is more like, obviously I should know what dispatching a strike team means. It doesn't mean we're delivering cookies.
Maybe
I'll
you
deploy
are.
your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Okay, inspect table. Holy crap. Okay, strike teams. They can be sent on missions to support the Andromeda Initiative. If they're successful, they earn XP. Ryder will gain a reward. If they fail, only a small amount of XP and no special reward. Apex is the most elite team. Select a mission and press X to send Apex. Your progress will automatically be saved before multiplayer is launched. Oh, this is the multiplayer thing.
Ah, okay.
These are currently available. The difficulty of the mission. Like, what?
So they're all deadly? Is that what that means?
I don't know. I'm gonna hold off on this, and I'm gonna ask Keely to explain it to me.
Yeah.
Just because I kind of understand it, but I don't want to, like, get my strike team killed and then they're dead forever or something. Okay, wait. No, I had to go underneath.
Yeah.
Wait. Where am I? Oh, it's underneath on this side.
Yeah.
Sam, don't worry. I'm coming to our meeting. I think that's down here, right?
Yeah, you have to go back to your ship. I think this is taking you to a different part of the...
Yeah, and where our ship is, right? They hooked it up back there as, like, battery power or something. I think. Hello? Maybe not.
Hello?
I think I'm in the wrong place. Take me back to the cryo bay.
Maybe that was the right place?
Otherwise known as my bedroom.
Sister?
Where I cry.
She's... your sister's there.
Yeah.
I think that's where you came from.
I'm confused.
Everything looks the same! Well, there were some markers.
I'll make it right, Dash. I promise.
Okay. What does that mean?
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy.
Hello.
Just got out of cryo.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you.
Nigel
It's
Thornberry.
bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
Sorry for your loss.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. We were gonna start families out here together. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you
I'll do what I can, brother.
reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal.
Didn't even give me an option to choose this one.
Of course.
If you could leave the pendant there.
You got it, buddy. Hello, Dr. Carlisle. I'm stuck.
Ryder, good to see you. Damn shame about your dad, though. I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
You did your best.
I'm sure you did everything you could.
Yeah, but still, we lost a Pathfinder on my watch. Doesn't sit right.
My dad knew the danger. Part of the job.
Now I just need to make sure your sister here pulls through.
Alright,
Are you
speak
staying
on
here
that.
on the Hyperion?
You know that moment when
Is he standing with really good posture, or is he, like, super flexed?
Ha, right, look who I'm talking to. Trust me, it happens. For me, it was Habitat 7. Watching you guys running around, dodging lightning and the cat, it's a young man's game. Pains me
Yeah.
to admit it, but it's passed me by.
I can't do it anymore. Me either, man.
What will you do here?
What will you do on the Hyperion?
We still have thousands of people taking a nap here, and they need tending to.
Taking
And
a
this way
nap.
I can look out for Sarah.
One of my friends tweeted that they were like they should have a room that's like a bathroom, but it's just a stall that you can take a little nap in.
That'd be great. I
How's
need
Sarah
to work.
Her condition's stable. I see signs of REM activity in the brain, so she's dreaming. Means all the wiring still works.
How'd this happen?
It was dumb luck, really. We hit the Scourge at the worst possible moment, just as the stasis revival was kicking in. It's a vulnerable moment coming out of a 600-year nap, then wham! The circuits fried and overloaded the neural pathways. Don't worry, I'm on it. We're not losing another rider.
Thanks, brother.
How did you end up with the initiative?
Well, you reach a point in life where you
Sister?
wonder, is that all there is?
I forgot you made her
I'd
blonde.
accomplished everything
I
in the
just
Milky Way
took
I
the
could.
default. Wait, no, I made her blonde like my sister, right? That was my choice.
So coming here was the world's biggest midlife crisis. A chance to wake
It's
up
one
and
heck of a
feel
motorcycle.
hope instead of arthritis.
See ya.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
Don't be a stranger. If anything changes with Sarah, I'll let you know.
Yeah, Black Widow sitting over there.
Yeah.
Hayes.
Fisher, glad to see
How
you
you
doing better.
feeling, man?
That was some expedition, hey? Captain said I'm going in the log as the first human to make contact with the Ket. And Kirkland's the first casualty. Wish it could have gone differently.
Things will get better.
I'm sure there are decent aliens here in Andromeda too. We just have to find them.
Well, I heard you're Pathfinder now. Sooner you figure out where they're hiding, the better.
Will do. Chin up.
Okay. Hello, Hayes.
Ryder.
Hayes, how's the wound?
Doc says I'll live. So this goes from a life-threatening gunshot to a story I'll tell my grandkids someday.
With no need to exaggerate. That was a tough fight on Habitat 7.
Made me motion sick.
Just glad to be on the other side of it.
Do you
Okay.
feel fine now?
I'm fine right now, but I haven't had to really do any combat.
Yeah, I think that's what it is like combat and like the whipping back and forth is what sets you off.
Yeah. I do think I would just I hadn't eaten during that stream
The
and
good news is, the hard part's
I was
over.
not feeling
We're
great.
here. If you have any questions now, just ask.
Did I ask all these?
I was like,
Your
is this
current
the same as
location
the
is
other
Ark
one?
Hyperion, housing the human population. Ark Parchero, the Solarian vessel, confirmed departure in 2185. The Asari ship Ark Lucinia confirmed departure that same year, as did the Turian Ark Natanus, embarking in 2185.
Okay.
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative
look
evaluate
to your
thousands
right.
of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Now you are a part of the first wave.
I just can't remember if this is the same thing they said before or not.
Humanity.
Oh, it took me completely out.
Alright. They're like, that's enough
Welcome,
information for you.
Please select a topic. The Pathfinder is responsible for exploring and assessing new worlds.
I think we
where
heard
outposts
this.
Each Ark is led by a Pathfinder who represents. The active duty Pathfinder assigned to Ark Hyperion is Scott Ryder. Presently,
That's
Ark
me!
Hyperion has arrived in the Helios cluster. Docking procedures with the Nexus are complete. All personnel should see their supervisors for updated task information.
Okay.
The Andromeda Initiative encompasses all colonization efforts, including ARCs, Pathfinders,
left.
outposts, and the central support hub, the Nexus.
Your guy
For
was
more
looking to the
information,
left, so I thought
please
there was
visit the
something.
Nexus
Be something
He
on
was
that
looking at
last
these
screen.
people over here.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. I think it's important we take a moment to reflect on the principles that brought all of us together. It started with a vision of a better future. A vision that you shape. Life in Andromeda can be anything we dare to dream. And I'm proud to help make those dreams come true. Drop me a note sometime. I'd love to hear how we're doing.
Alright. Now, what's back here? Nah, there's nothing on the map.
It's a cryo chamber.
Yeah. This is where I come to cry. Cool. Name that TV show.
I don't know.
That's The Simpsons. And Milhouse takes Bart to his crying cave. Okay. So, where am I?
I think maybe you were right. You have to go back to habitation.
Okay.
And I was wrong. I thought you had to go somewhere else to be on it, but I think
Operations?
that takes you back to
That takes you to where everyone is working.
the Nexus, I think. Yeah.
Okay. But there's no like orange reticule on the map.
You're right. Where was the SAM interface? Because we went in there before.
They told me to go on my ship.
That's where we are, right?
Okay, I've got it marked. Excuse me. Hello?
Almost there.
Can I go this way?
Yeah.
All the doors open in this game. It's
Cerebro.
incredible.
We found Cerebro.
Hello, Scott. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my
I'm
connection
going
to your
Sam
implant.
mode.
The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Why the secrecy?
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
Dad?
My true capabilities.
A
Alec
liar?
overrode the implant safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Pretty crazy.
This is the first like true hard thing, I think. Because like yes, it could scare people and they could freak out, but also secrecy makes you paranoid. I'm gonna go with this.
Keeping things like this secret just makes everyone suspicious. Like you're up to something.
Alec didn't think others would understand. He viewed it as a
I am up to
symbiotic
something,
relationship
Scott.
benefiting us.
He said that.
What do you
I cannot do that,
Though I'm
Scott.
artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
The
I don't follow.
Initiative.
You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Wow.
Damn.
This seems so lame, but will it hurt? I don't like, because he's in my head. That doesn't hurt right now. I don't want to tell him I'm the boss. He's sentient. And he's not just a computer because he's sentient. So I'm going to say, wow. Go in Owen Wilson mode.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position.
Our dad was
Though I
like,
had
don't
access to
tell
your father's
everyone, but the
experiences,
AI
there is
is
a gap in my
becoming
understanding.
sentient.
Yeah.
How so?
He
Skynet
filled
is
the
real.
portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The
Dear
further you
old
explore as a
Dad.
Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Okay.
Pathfinder profiles.
Oh, so I can change my class.
Okay.
But I want to be an adept, I think, right now.
Yeah.
That's an interesting feature, though.
That is. So it's like an extra level of stats.
Yeah. Okay, so I think this is a good natural stopping place. We've kind of cleared out the ship. But I just want to get to where the next marker is before we save.
Okay.
But I will say, much much better layout than the Citadel, where you're like, where the heck am I? Why is this a dead end? I was like, all the doors work on this place, so definitely like without the motion sickness, I'm having a good time so far. So that's gonna take me to the docking bay.
Yeah.
So this would be a good stopping place. And yeah, we'll oh my god, we'll be back. Please, somebody explain strike teams to me, because I don't get it. I don't understand if it's only multiplayer or like if I have other stuff I can do.
I feel like I remember when I played it, I was like, oh, so this is basically the war table from Inquisition, but maybe they changed it in like an update or something.
I don't know, but someone, or we can Google it, but we'll find out somehow.
Yeah.
But we'll call it here, and we'll be back.